It's the final day of the season and today we need just a win to qualify for the Champions League. Hello everyone, I'm Dan. Welcome to part 21 of Fearless Foxes here on Reesy FC. This is our Leicester City Director of Football Challenge and we're at the end of season 2 of 3 today. And as I just mentioned, a win can see us qualify for the Champions League. And we've got to take on a tricky Wolves side who have beat us twice and beat us comfortably twice this season, both at Molineux, once in the Carabao Cup quarter-final and in the Premier League as well. Let's show you exactly what's been going on since you was last with us on our Europa League exit on yesterday's episode. So from following the Dortmund games, we went away, we were at home to West Brom rather, and we smashed them 3-0. Very good performance indeed. It was 3-0 up at half time. It's one of them again, you go 3-0 up. I find it a lot in Football Manager. You score a lot of goals in the first half, you don't seem to score in the second. It finished 3-0 there. We played Manchester United away and this was a really interesting game. If we view the matches, you actually believe me, we had 2 disallowed goals in this game and both of them was very, very marginal, fractionally offside, and was very, very unlucky indeed rather. United were very lucky, although if you look at it, had no shots on target, 2 disallowed goals. I mean, stats wise it looks like Manchester United absolutely blitzed us, but in truth, with the highlights, it wasn't the case at all. There wasn't actually many highlights other than the 2 disallowed goals, to be honest. United did have a big chance towards the end, just before our 94th minute disallowed goal. Rashford was through, narrow angle, but he should have scored, and he tried to hit it across Schmeichel and he put it well wide. But we went there before 4-2 Diamond. We did the same against Chelsea. We went away to Chelsea as well, and 2 very good points really, isn't it? A draw at Manchester United and a draw at Chelsea, and we bossed Chelsea. Look at that, absolutely bossed them. We should have won the game again. We had a disallowed goal, Jamie Vardy, in the 46th minute, and in the 94th minute Timo Werner had a disallowed goal as well. Both incredibly tight. After that though, it was vital we got 3 points against Burnley, and we did just that. We was 1-0 down early on through Ashley Barnes. I was thinking it's going to be one of these days, but fortunately for us, we went on to score 4 goals and win the game 4-1, and it puts us in a commanding lead going into the game against Wolves today. If we have a look at the Premier League table, we're currently 4th with 2 points ahead of Liverpool. Let's get rid of that Man City hover. 2 points ahead of Liverpool. We have a better goal difference, so a point could see us win. If Liverpool only win 1-0 and we draw, we will qualify for the Champions League on goal difference. However, we don't want to rely on that, but it is important to know Liverpool are facing Chelsea today, who, if they win, well, they need to win, and Man City to lose their game. They're at home to Bournemouth, so you can't see that happening, but Chelsea have got a chance of winning the Premier League today if they do need to win that game. So they'll be going all out at Anfield to snatch the Premier League title. And so yeah, at least they're playing a side that are playing to win the league, because that should surely favour us rather than playing a team that aren't playing for anything, which of course is dangerous as well. Wolves aren't playing for anything today other than a top 10 finish, but there is no Europe on the line or titles or anything like that. So it's going to be a tricky game against Wolves. They'd love to stop us qualifying for the Champions League, won't they? So without further ado, let's get into the game then. We've gone with a 4-3-3, a system. I don't know if it will work against Wolves. Look at Wolves' setup. They've got a 4-5-2, a 3-5-2. Very deep lying, and they just look to hit on the counter. They're very good at it. They've done it twice this season, but we're going to go for a 4-3-3 and go for it at home. We need to win this game so it's completely in our control. And this is the team we've selected: is Schmeichel in goal, Justin, Charles Soyuncu, Fofana, Tomiyasu, Wilfred Ndidi in defensive midfield, Tielemans as the deep lying playmaker, Maddison in there as well, Barnes and Evgen out wide, and Jamie Vardy up top. We've got to keep an eye on Charles Soyuncu. Popov might have to come on and replace him at some stage. I say that every time about a defender and never seem to change them. But we are going to go into this game then full of hope that we can come away with Champions League football for our final season next year. We're going to say, come on boys, we can qualify for the Champions League. They know that already. We're going to say it. I usually try and steer away from that, but we're not going to do so today. And we're underway here at the King Power Stadium. Hopefully a nice 3 points, hopefully a stress-free day today, final day of the season. I know it'd be better viewing for you if it does get closer to the wire, but I just want a stress-free day, get to the Champions League qualification nice and smoothly. Good ball in. Bodie's header, Bowley's header, and it has gone over the bar. I think Sarr flicks it over the bar. He tried to divert that pass from Michael, but a good start for Wolves, looking dangerous early on. We're going to keep a close eye on what's going on at Anfield. Of course, if we lose here today and Liverpool don't win, we're still in the top 4 and qualified for next year's Champions League. So, but again, if we win, it doesn't matter what Liverpool do. Justin on the ball now. A few highlights in this opening first 4 minutes here. Justin coming forward, back to Maddison, looking over the top for Vardy, can't find him. And Nacho going forward, looking to ignite a counter-attack here for Wolves. Harvey Barnes on the ball now. Barnes back out wide to Justin. Justin at the edge of the box now is Ndidi. Tielemans not quite at the edge of the box. It's actually quite far back from the edge of the box. No idea what I was talking about there. Tomiyasu and Tielemans playing football together. Lovely ball over to Harvey Barnes, and Barnes scores. I think he was onside. It looked like a brilliant ball from Tielemans. It was, and Harvey Barnes does beat the offside trap to make it 1-0 to the Foxes after 5 minutes, and that is a wonderful start for us. It is exactly what we needed. What a ball from Yuri Tielemans this is. I think he wasn't even looking. He just knows Barnes is there. Let's have a look. Bang, look at that. He just knows he's there. Lovely run from Harvey Barnes. We had to give him a bit of a telling off because his form has been his form has been poor recently, so we had a little word with him, and he's come up trumps in the Man United, the Chelsea, and today's game. He's finally scored, but he has been playing very well over the last couple of weeks since we're saying it, and Tomiyasu goes flying in there. He's not going to get sent off, is he? Surely not going to get a red. The way the ref come over, he's going to give him a red card. He is. We need to have a look at this now. Oh, it's not good, is it? Tomiyasu coming off. So we're going to go 3 at the back, or we're going to bring another right back on. We have got Jordan Teze on the bench. Oh, it's not exactly what we wanted here. Because we're in the lead, we are going to bring off Avian and put on Teze. Bring Teze back. Put Maddison this side in a Mazzala role. So then he can get out wide and support. He'll go on a support role. And a deep line playmaker here for Yuri Tielemans on a support. So Maddison can... being on a Mazzala, it means he'll come out here and act as a winger as well, so hopefully the balance won't be affected too much. We'll put Harvey Barnes as a supporting inverted winger now. I think we'll do well now to win this game because it's going to be a tough ask with us down to 10 men just after 10 minutes. But we've got to stick at it, boys. There's big things at stake today. 4 points clear currently of Liverpool. Hopefully, I mean, we're going to stay on positive for now. Hopefully, it isn't going to affect us too much. Teze looking for a hopeful ball up the wing. No idea who he was trying to pick out. Maddison isn't playing as a winger. I know he's a Mazzala and could be out there, but he's on a support role. He's just going to kind of stick to his central area and only come out wide if he needs to. Nacho's in the box. It's a fantastic save by Kasper Schmeichel. And in all honesty, Wolves should have scored there. What a save from Schmeichel. It is still 1-0 to Leicester. Ball whipped in, Fofana clears away. It's going to be a long game, this, isn't it? I wanted it stress-free. It really isn't going to be a stress-free game, is it? We've got so much of the game to go, and it is. We're 1-0 up, but 10 men. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. It's going to be a lot of these highlights where Wolves are coming at us. Sarr on the ball now. Vinagre Jr. coming forward here for Wolves. Maddison coming out wide to fill the gap that Evgen has left us because he's off the pitch now. Of course, we have to sacrifice him for Tomiyasu's sending off. Bowley into João Martinho, Ruben Neves as well. We've got the boys obviously counter-pressing and we're pressing some of their playmakers, so tiredness may be a factor today, especially with being one man down as well. Lauren has a good chance, comes back to Peasy, and Maddison does eventually clear for Leicester. Coming up to the 20th minute now, we're in the 18th. Maddison puts a ball in, looking for Charles. Soyuncu, who hits the post. That was a big moment for us. If we would have gone 2-0 up there, we could have kind of settled down a little bit, but Soyuncu misses the header. In truth, he probably should have scored. He might have done well to win the header, to be fair, but it was a good opportunity for us. Still Leicester 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Vinagre Jr. looking for it. Teze wins the header, filling in today. Sarr coming forward. Teze again intercepts, going back to Fofana, who goes long for Jamie Vardy, and Jamie Vardy got the pace to get there. He's got there. Jamie Vardy 2-0. A big mistake from Senese in the Wolves back line, and I think that was I missed it. I think it's goal 29 for Vardy of the season. But what a mess up at the back there for Wolverhampton Wanderers. I wondered what happened there with the highlight. Fofana goes long. It was under Wolves' control here. No idea what he's done. He tried a silly back heel by the looks of it, and then Vardy shows a lot of composure and slots it past Raul Patricio in the Wolverhampton Wanderers goal. 22 minutes gone, Leicester 2, Wolves 0. Fantastic for us. Can we get a third here from the corner? It would be lovely if we could. Maddison puts the ball in, looking for Charles Soyuncu and Fofana. Fofana scoring goals for fun from corners in recent weeks. I think it was the last game. Peasy coming forward, puts the ball into Lauren. It's a good chance for Wolves and he puts it wide. I mean, they've missed 2 fantastic chances now, Wolves, haven't they? 25 minutes gone. And it could be 2-2, easy. Free kick here, Sensei with an effort, looking to try and rectify his mistake earlier. He doesn't manage to do so, he nearly did. Still 2-0 though. We are living dangerously at times at the back. Maddison picks up the ball quite deep. Fofana looking for Barnes out wide. He's not going to win it in the air, but it's headed straight down to Justin, who's coming forward now for us. Plays in Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes seeks out Maddison. Have a shot, Madders. He doesn't shoot. He goes for Vardy. Vardy back to Teze, who plays it back into Vardy. He can make it 3, and he has. And this is outrageous stuff from us. 10 men and 3-0 up in 27 minutes. And it is scenes at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Wonderful stuff indeed. Lovely little touches from Maddison and Vardy. Teze back into Vardy, and he slots home for Leicester City's third. Wonderful, wonderful stuff from the Foxes, and happy days indeed. Fantastic stuff from us, and hopefully that will see us through. Liverpool and Chelsea are still goalless at the minute. Man City are running away with it. Chelsea can't win the league today anyway. They're 4-0 up. Man City doing their job at the Etihad. Charles Soyuncu now on the ball, goes all the way back to Kasper Schmeichel. Schmeichel, if we just got to keep it simple now, boys. Nothing silly. Don't give him a route back into the game. Vardy's through again. Can he make it 4? Hat-trick in the first half. He can. Goal 31 of the season for Jamie Vardy. And that, surely, Leicester's 4th goal, that should secure 4th position as well in the Premier League. Lovely stuff. Tielemans making things happen again. Plays it to Maddison. Lovely ball to him. And Maddison with a lovely through ball to Jamie Vardy. And Vardy's composure slots it home to get his hat-trick in this first half. And the guy just keeps getting better and better. 31 goals this season. There is no stopping Jamie Vardy. And I'm surely that's Liverpool hopes over now. And we said, didn't we, a few episodes ago about we don't know if it's too much to ask to get into the top 4. This last 10, 12 games, we've been absolutely superb. What with Europe as well. We're going to say to them, we're happy with how things are going. I don't think there's much else we can say. We've got to remember we're down to 10 men as well. I completely forgot. We're playing like we've got 12 men at the minute compared to Wolves' 11 because we're playing like we've got an extra man, not a man down. Forest down, which is fantastic if it carries on as it is. Lovely to see Nottingham Forest down. Justin with the throw-in. Senese getting rid of the ball this time round. Wilfred Ndidi picks up the loose one. Ndidi turns his man. If you're wondering why Luis isn't in instead of Ndidi, Ndidi's been playing well. And we've in the 4-3-3. I do like to not have Luis and Ndidi. I did play them away at Manchester United together, or Chelsea, one of the two. Definitely played them together, but I do, especially when you're at home and attacking, I do like to, as good as Luis is as a playmaker, I do like Yuri Tielemans there instead of him. Here's a chance for João Moutinho, hits the post. Dela Cruz with a follow-up, slots it home, and this could be a sticky half hour for us here. Leicester 4, Wolves 1. Surely they're not going to come back from this, and let's hope not. We are going to make a little change, though, just to maybe freshen stuff up in midfield. I'm going to bring off Wilfred Ndidi. He put Florentino Luis on. Vlasic as well is Vlasic for Harvey Barnes as well. I know there's a lot of the game to go and I've used all 3 of my subs, but I want to see some of these boys today, give them a little run out. Some of the boys that haven't really featured, like Vlasic, too much. He's been a bit of a bit part the last few games, so let's give him some game time for the final game of the season. Tielemans picks up the ball into Florentino Luis, Jamie Vardy, Vlasic. Back to Tielemans, back to Vlasic, into Vardy, but Senese gets rid of it, and Vlasic wins the header. Florentino Luis, look out wide. James Justin is all on his own. We've given it away. Raul Jimenez coming forward now for Wolves. It's not going to be 4-2, surely it is. Oh, it's not. It's a great save from Schmeichel. I thought his positioning was poor at first glance. It was a good save from him, though. Great reactions down to his left-hand side, and it is still Leicester 4, Wolves 1. Hopefully we can get rid of this, and Tielemans does. Luis flicks it on looking for Vardy, who has no interest in going back for that ball. We are going to put Vardy on a pressing forward defensive role, just so he can help out a little bit, coming back and stop Wolverhampton Wanderers getting forward as they are. We're going to drop some praise on the boys as well. I normally do this when we're over 3 goals up. So 8 minutes to go. How do you think we're going to get on in the Champions League next year then, guys? Do you think with the right additions, if we don't, I said it last year, if we don't sell anyone, we'll do very well next year. But we can't sell anyone, surely. If we are going to sell one, like the model is of the club, it's got to be only one player, not three like last season when we got rid of Castagna, Ricardo and Johnny Evans, which really stuffed us for the first half of the season until we was able to make the three signings in the January transfer window, rather, where we brought in Popov, Teze and Sirachi to help out in the back line. Maddison, Vardy into Tielemans, back to Vardy. Can he get goal number 4 of the day? He can't. He drags it wide. It was a good opportunity for Vardy to make it 5. And Man City 7, Bournemouth 0. They're absolutely cruising there. Teze gets rid of the ball. Outright to Sinise. I keep saying his name completely different, I think, every single time. Jean Martino to Bolly. Bolly goes long, looking for Giles, and Teze gets rid of the ball. Vardy looking to beat Neves in the air, but he doesn't. Good chance here now for Wolves into the box. There's a great strike, and Raul Jimenez gets the rebound. I think there's an offside in here. I don't think it's going to stand. I think it was the wide man at first. Is it MI? Maybe? I think he was offside at first when the ball come over long. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Giles offside. I think it was the ball over the top. We're not even going to see a replay of it. That is pretty harsh, isn't it? We're going to drop some more praise on the boys as well. Liverpool 4-0 up against Chelsea. It's a good thing we have got the job done today, and we have qualified for the Champions League, and that is a huge achievement considering how far behind we was a few days ago. Let's just have a look at the final league table then. 4th place, 2 points clear of Liverpool. Brighton have really bottled it, haven't they? We're now 7 points clear of them. At one point, I think we was 10 points behind them, I remember saying in an episode, and we have really turned it around and to reach the top 4. Fantastic achievement. 21 wins out of 38. Considering we've had Europa League as well, and we went far in the Europa League, we have done exceptionally well this year. Jamie Vardy finishing as runner-up in the Golden Boot race with 22 goals. Fofana in the top 3 of average ratings. We're going to do well to keep hold of him with 7.22. It has been a fantastic season for the Foxes. Initial budgets have been set for next season then, so £64 million with a £2.3 million per week wage budget. I mean, what is it now? This year was 64. Has it actually upgraded itself? Maybe it has upgraded itself. Either way, we're spending 400,000 less on our wage budget, so we've got room for manoeuvre there. Let's take a look at the end of season review then here at the club. Here's all the new arrivals then. So a lot of players coming in the end. Popov, Adrian Jago, Tomiyasu, Luis, Sirachi, Vlasic and Teze. They've all had their part to play this season. And I think Popov has been fantastic. He's up there in first place. I don't know if this is, I think it's in order of average rating, isn't it? So him and Evgen are up there. They've made a big impact since coming to the club. Popov has kept Soyuncu out at times, so he's done really well since joining from Dynamo Kiev. I'm a bit disappointed, and well, I wouldn't say disappointed, I'd say surprised Luis is so far down because he's been influential this season as well. And by the looks of it, the board are very happy with Hakon Evgen's sign-in due to the fact that he's agreed a lower wage and we'd have expected to pay someone of his abilities. So I'm guessing he's going to come for a new contract at some stage. But it's a season to remember. As they say, qualifying for the Europa League was the objective, but we've qualified for the Champions League, which is superb. Apparently we've only got a C+ though, which is a little bit disappointing. I would have thought it would be at least a B for achieving the top 4 finish. Europa League, of course, knocked out in the quarter-final. They're not that happy about that either. They did want us to reach the semi-final, but I tell you what, playing Borussia Dortmund and playing Sevilla, playing Monaco, I think we've done very well to get as far as we did. Of course, we're out the FA Cup, couldn't retain our FA Cup title, which is a shame. Carabao Cup, I mean, we got to the quarterfinals and then we got knocked out by Wolves. Probably should have done better. And of course, we played in the Community Shield as well. That seems quite a while ago now against Liverpool, where we did lose 1-0. Matches to remember then. Match to remember is the 4-2 victory over Arsenal, where we was 2-0 down in that game. Blitzed them second half to turn it around. And the biggest win was a 5-1 victory over Sevilla. That was a huge win, wasn't it, at the King Power Stadium to ensure that we qualified for the next round. Goal of the season was from Evgen against Blackburn Rovers. Finances as well, all in the green, which is great. Broadcast revenue is a little bit down. I'm sure that will go up next year with the Champions League. And look at that. Shirt sales, again, Vardy there. I'm surprised Luis isn't there either, considering how good he is. But apparently not. Tomiyasu is interested in one in there. Vlasic, I understand. Tomiyasu's a bit of a strange one to be getting right. Who buys a right-back shirt? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Here is the best 11 of the season. Let's see if I agree with this. Schmeichel, yes. Justin, yes. Soyuncu, Fofana, Tomiyasu, yes. Gazal. Now, this is broken, is it? Rashid Gazal never played in that position, and that's ridiculous when you got Wilfred Ndidi as well. very strange indeed. Evgen, Maddison, Barnes and Vardy, agree with all of that, but Gazal, very strange indeed. And here's just a little overview as well. Fans player of the season was Wesley Fofana. Young player of the season was Fofana as well. And we know about everything else. Tielemans got 13 assists this season. Most player of the match awards Fofana. Highest average rating Fofana. And no surprise that Tielemans got the most passes completed in a 90 minutes. Wesley Fofana is going to be someone we're going to struggle to hold on to in the summer rather. I think if anyone's going to go, it is going to be him. So guys, if you did enjoy that video, please leave a like on there. We'll come back on Monday with the start of the new season. We'll play through the transfer window. We'll have the first game of the season and you'll see exactly who the Director of Football has sold and bought in. I'm sure we're going to sell one or two, as Leicester always seem to do. But thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like on there. Subscribe to the channel for me if you're new here as well. And thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time here on Monday for Season 3 of Fearless Foxes. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.